Hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Tanaya. I am a teacher here at Puzzlebox Academy. I teach kindergarten and first grade, so K through 1. So today we're going to talk about our reading program. We use Headsprout. Headsprout is a program that helps children learn how to isolate their sounds as well as blend their sounds. So a lot of it is working on segmenting and decoding words. In the program, it will give you activities, which is all interactive and done on a computer or a tablet. And it will give the children activities to work on that allows them to isolate individual sounds as well as blend sounds and put those together to form words. So it goes through a variety of different activities to keep the children engaged and make it fun so that they can learn the words as they're learning. So this is what the beginning screen looks like when they begin. So each lesson is an episode. So here we're going to start at episode 7. So in this one, it's telling us to click on the k sound and can. The child is to press the C to represent the k sound. And it continues to give more words, and the child is to identify and be able to find what letter makes the k sound. So in this word, the letter would be here, and so on and so on. And it continues to give these type of prompts for the children to do until they get so many correct in a array, and then it will go on to the next thing. Oh, so I made a mistake. It didn't want the C sound. They wanted the O sound, so they want you to recognize the letter L. So the children have to learn how to scan as well as listen to the directions that are being given to give the correct answer. So here they want to go back to the k sound again. So here they want call. So in lesson 7, that means they've already identified the k sound and the O sound as individual sounds by itself. Now they're wanting them to be able to blend that and put it together for call. And the child has to then identify what letter blends put together give the call sound. Here they want O, so they just want the letter L sound. And it continues to do those patterns as they continue to work throughout the entire episode. At the end of the episodes, there's normally a book that is there that pertains to the information that all was within that episode. And they then read that material to show that they have mastered, they are understanding, they are able to read those sounds, read those words, and then it will continue to move on to the next episode. So in between doing those episodes, we give the children charting to do. Charting is a big thing that we use to show fluency and accuracy in their reading and in their word knowledge. So the way that works is we have a sheet that looks like this. And on the sheet, it will tell you the episode that it pertains to. And then it'll give you all sounds. And then on the second sheet, it'll give you all words to work on to find out if they're fluent enough to know that material. So here we have all these different words, and the child has to read these words down in a minute to see that they've retained all the information, to be sure that they have understood all the information within the episode that pertains to the sheet, which correlates hand in hand with it. Once they've completed so many sheets, then it goes on to reading. And in the reading, then you're going to read out a script based on all those things to see that everything that you learned. So let's just use episode 7, since that's what I showed you. It's going to give you everything from 1 to 7 that you've already learned. And then you're going to read words based on all those segmenting and decoding and blending that they have taught you within those episodes. After we're done, then we go on to the chart. In the chart, we are looking to see if they can keep their daily goal and be able to meet it until they have reached what we call mastery for it, which is the end all goal, which means they have sliced out, completed, achieved the main goal of what it is for that activity. And we continue to chart that so that we can see the growth, or even if they're not doing so well, where they're making those errors, so that we can make those interventions, so that we're able to give them those pockets where they may have those gaps and fill them in, to be able to make sure that they can understand it and then go back and start doing the activity again in the timing. And then they will move on to the next episode, and so on and so on. And that's how the program works all the way through into the end. So Headsprout does 80 episodes. So you start at 1, and that last episode is 80. So between episode 1 through 80, you're going to learn different blend sounds, different ways to segment and break down a word and put it together. And once you have gained and received enough information and have learned enough words, then you go on to comprehension. And comprehension starts after episode 80. And then from comprehension, they work on learning how to go back in the text, find those clues, find where the information is that they're asking, or the answer to the question. And as they continue to move through that program and they're done, then they move on to the next part, which then puts them up into the next grade level. So then there's the administrative side that allows you to see the child's progress. You can actually go down and you can go to reports, and then in reports, it'll give you the running average of how well they did within the program. That way you can see if they've had a lot of errors or if they've had trouble. It'll give you that percentage, and then if that is the case, you are able to put them back. So let's say episode 7 was difficult, the child didn't do very well in it. I can start them over with that episode so that they can do it again until they're more comfortable and familiar with the material that's within the episode. And that's how we're able to monitor it and see how they're doing, and it automatically records their information, so you know how well they did. If they are reading the material well and answering the questions, it grades it and tells you how many they got right out of how many they got wrong. So it's a really great way to be able to allow them to kind of self-work, but we can still monitor on the side and then fill in those gaps where we see they're having the errors that they're making to help them be more successful. And that is our Headsprout program. Thank you.